A sneak peek into the events, into the weekly events on the test server. Once again, as you learned from rock, paper, scissors, this information is still subject to change and it is not the final one. At the same time, this is what it looks like right now. Loot Snatch. You can get 90 of these projectiles a day, plus 60 in total for logins for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Let's see, collect projectiles. Unfortunately, this is the more nasty type of events where you need to run so many errands to get these projectiles. It's like Hunger Games a bit. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 90. Every single day 90. Plus you have 1 day, 2 day, 3 day login, 60 in total. You can check how many days this event runs, so for how many days, by clicking on the schedule, and you see Loot Snatch Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Even though it's 5 days, there are only 3 days of login rewards there, which implies that basically you only get 60 extra of these bombs. Now for the 90 plus 60, this is what you can expect. Then you do the operation. There are 3 regions as usual. These are the very small rewards, and these chests also contain some very small rewards. You can see that current region 1, current region 2, these are also subject to change. This is one of the worst events, by the way, in terms of utility, as well as well, how do you use this token chest? Well, you can get weapons, fine, for SR units, and sometimes you need them to Star Soul Awaken them for the 6 star, and then you inlay them in a champion. This is how you can use them. Or roster value maybe, but for weapon you don't need roster value much. So complete progress, maybe the 300 diamonds and the tactics manuals are good enough. Now, third region, or before the third, like treasure and permit, more. And then you have the third and final region, where you get these rewards after destroying each island, and some star souls. So these are star souls only. Now let's go back to the first region and let's calculate what the projectiles are worth. So for example, I will go here and I will bomb 10 times. So 10 bombs equal 100 treasure tokens. At least that's easy to calculate. So this means that 90 a day gives you 450 bombs for 5 days, plus 3 more logins, 510 bombs, which adds up to 5100 currency in the event in total. By accident, a prestigious chest H costs exactly 5000, so you will most likely get 1 prestigious component or 1 legendary hero armor. If you know that you want to convert the prestigious chest into a legendary hero armor, then just take the hero armor and spend the remaining 600 on some garbage from here. You cannot even get commander tokens, so tough luck, what can you do? Dream catchers maybe. Divination vouchers are not bad actually, you need to collect them anyway. Hint: if things stand in the way how Chinese server is standing, according to things that I got told, it may happen that sooner or later there will be a revamp to Tarot, where you will get new items and you will need a hell lot of divination vouchers, I mean thousands. So I would not spend those divination vouchers right now. That's just hint over. Now, I cannot know if this is true, if this is gonna happen, but anyway, why would you spend your divination vouchers now for your second team? I don't know. So you see, these are the rewards. Everything depends on whether you want to get which artifact component chest you want to get, and you will have the currency to get them, all of them, like one of them. Now, is it worth getting the other one? Let's say you collect the 5100 event currency and then you go to this store and start purchasing them for 2,400 diamonds each. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? That's the $1 million question. And basically, you have 5,100, so you have 100 extra if you bought the top artifact. All right, so this is the top artifact. And you need 4,400 to buy the legendary hero armor too, which means you need to purchase 4 times this, which is 9,600 diamonds in total. Now, given you cannot get hero armor anywhere else, you may want to get pay that premium, that 600 premium with respect to the base price of an artifact, or may choose to not pay it. I would recommend not paying it, unless you really don't have a healthy stash of hero armor. Why would I not recommend paying this? Very simple. This week there is no cumulative spending event. You go to the events. Tarot, I recommend skipping altogether. The divination part at least. Well, there is only divination, so why not? Here we do the usual 10. This is the usual stuff. And there is no cumulative spending this week. So this means that it's not only just an average to bad deal, but you're missing out on the cumulative spending aspect, which is 50-60% value most of the time. So I don't recommend this for this reason. If you want not 1 but 2 prestigious chests, you just spend 50,000 diamonds at the right time, during cumulative spending time. And then you don't even need to bother with this event, except for getting the 1 chest that you want to get. Prestigious chest most likely. Now, there is this other nightmare event. The reason why I'm saying it's a nightmare event is that there are so many errands every single day. I mean, I don't know, those who created these events, like, do they play the game? Because, like, completing 10-11 different events, most of these things are things that you do anyway, except for divining twice, except for refreshing 5 masteries from Monday to Friday every single day. Guild realm, you need to walk around in the guild enough to trigger a realm. And then defeating enemies can also mean that you collect the resources or trade. But it's quite uncomfortable to do this because of the reason that you need to specifically know that when you go to the guild adventure, you need to walk around enough. Sometimes you just walk very little. Now, next week it's not gonna be possible. And sometimes you need to know which stages you clear how many times. I cleared this 20 times anyway every day, so it's not a problem. But sometimes if it's normal stages 20 times, not 10 times, but 20 times, there may be some days for this. In that case, you need to make sure to spend enough energy on it on time, even if you don't need it. The $1 million question here once again, should you send the guild reward packs or not? And I would recommend sending guild reward packs because of the reason that you get 2 of these for 48 diamonds. 6 times 48 diamonds is 288 diamonds. And by getting these 10 things, you get 300 diamonds back. And these are the yellow candies that are missing. So you spend 288 and you get 300 back. It's not only the 12 diamonds profit that you make, but also that by spending this thing, the send guild reward packs, you also get the red candy. And that red candy, like 10 red candies are worth something. Most often the time champion tokens or eternity adamants, well, it's not that expensive anymore. Or some other stuff, like you can argue what. Now, regarding this, I usually get 5 universal hero tokens, up to 30, and then 300 diamonds, and then my guild reward packs are returned, and I get the 5 tokens anyway. Plus I get the champion tokens, because without sending guild reward packs, you cannot get the champion tokens. And this box, it's subject to change, at least it's not a mystery reward. I mean, I can live without everything except the Arcana ore, but yeah, it's 6 weeks of regular tokens. So this is what's awaiting you next week. Also, you get Josephine and you get Labetta. So the event itself is not worth investing on, like diamonds. Real money offers are even worse. So this is gonna be a calm week again. There is gonna be divine gear, but most likely you will end this week with getting as many mass components as possible. So this means that next week you won't get a chance to get a divine gear with all the divinations and everything. This is what you can expect for next week. I think it's a calm week and you stash resources for the week after, or in 2 weeks after, or 4 weeks after. And by the way, if you check out the heroes, there is a new hero supposed to arrive called, oh, there is no hero yet, Awakened Catherine. So how this will work, I will still need to see. It may happen that, let's see, it's Queen Catherine, fine. And there is right now not much that is available. We will need to see the tokens. Whether it's Queen Catherine or whether it's regular Catherine or whether it's a new hero, we will need to check out, but Awakened Catherine is most likely gonna come. On the test server, this was the basic Catherine, but you see that at the moment we're not seeing anything in the user interface how this works. We will figure it out in due time. Right now we don't have tokens for it to test to figure out how this works, and we don't have a new hero slot either that is available for a new hero.